We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world? Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. You would have me evacuate the city? Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, but I doubt I could convince. Methinks your Majesty would do better. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keep. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
Understood.
Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny we shall remain here.
I always draw the short straw. Welcome respite. All that good stuff.
Lots to do. Precious
Such quietude is a blessing.
We've been better off a bank.
Such quietude.
No whispering every now. A dread. Somehow my feet always carry me.
Hubris is man's worst enemy. Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
When does my
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the... Truth be told, I had so long as we... My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the only remaining obstacle. I have tried to make her see reason. However, I fear that my position... I must put the needs of the common folk before... Now, there are a few we will require several... Might I prevail upon you to petition the... You may assure him that the Royal Treasury will foot...
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Dull days for us are assigned.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs
I wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Always set.
Back to it.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Almost wish all would happen to shake things up.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These cards, and if you think I'll surrender a single one, I require the use of all of...
This might be worth a read.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That fellow over there gave me a hand.
Life is for the
Begging your pardon, sir. At last.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts, and if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of... Fine. What are you doing? Put that away. No, spare me. I fear for my life.
All you need of me? Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that. It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by... Anyhow, and if that craven comes crawling back...
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
Right you are.
I've a selection of wares that sure pleasure doing business with.
I'll teach him a lesson.
Minute now.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign, so yet in truth, you sought...
Ah, but I would have benefited. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly. Your kindness will save men.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your... You do. That puts paid to the last of our...
My thanks.
I'd sooner stay out and battle, were it possible.
I am grateful.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Captain will have my head if I see the awful gold. Don't look to me to solve it. This place is awful gold. Not complaining.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I fear for the armor. It would seem there is far more at stake here.
Done to earn?
My friend, how glad I am to see you yet live. When word reached me of your uncanny... What has become of this world? We cannot be sure we will be safe. You think we need to evacuate? I see. I should glad nonetheless we can.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
I quite agree.
Elelotte anfi. Nun anna morivin. Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair. Avehum? Angudu telpe.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Salma Arenfen. Alekano Landing.
As a matter of fact, when we first visited this place, 'twas something of a shock to find that the elves spoke not a word of our language. One can see why they are content to maintain distance from the other races.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen. Moriven lis erumar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun findaler. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwe.
Mornambue roth enfane ava silmines fana. Ne vea tara morivin. Lis fa alda kemen rosse elame liamorivin onduiroth palan fenisin herenon.
Nun lis amanda kill angadur.
Kemen rosse andil soron russa ne karilm ilarato. Moretele e
Findalnar, morivin les...
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya ane martir tindome ingarina sorne an fameltor. Vanelin hyros lera nefir heranon.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
'Tis easily done.
Ayu, Fanamo Nematara.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
The only reason I am here is to defend the
You have my fullest confidence. There is aught I would ask of you. That is...
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movement of the clouds.
while you're here, spare a kind word for Ulrich.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Tis a vexing thing communicating without a shared tongue. Would that we could find some common ground between us.
The elves are a people worth befriending, if we can but find a way to soften their hearts.
Non li atilmo.
Akaya arume fa in Iterond et tele el alia nun we Vinantai.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
I'm suddenly taken with the mood to show off.
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe. Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mi. Ne in fair avehum. Sinde fir arenka.
Salma Arenfen. Alecano.
A master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
Kirandone halana. Alecano nan. Sono
Aitane filla.
Casinque telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arteher firnis. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan.
Nenamboe javstir uru findelnar. Liateren kemenros uru neteren, neromen anartelpe minas.
Luintarmi kinalen meltol. Parante lume an lisne meltol linkan aldakar an fir nun fia.
Palan hiar menran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nenwen mor aiwanon, alcarwa iavstir lalastar. Nun falas mi.
The elf.
I thank you, friend. It would be no...
Your fight continues, does it not?
fekir lintan amandiki. Elelote osto silfa malantha alekano mine.
Getting proper rest is an important duty.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Malantha infindalna erorato morwe. Non ana morevin. Anaculion polistiel.
Onne kasinke fanir.
There's something strange about the way time passes here.
It would seem this is no longer the world we know.
Dragon looked to be far more powerful than any monster.
Formidable though it may be, we must challenge and defeat it all the same. Well done!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. An opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
No quarrel here.
Even the Arbaheart could not safeguard this place from the fiend's onslaught.
my way!
If we can get it close enough the moment it comes to a standstill, we might just be able to climb upon it.
By your leave.
Not long now. Keep up the attack.
No harm shall come to you!
My thanks. What would I be without you, Arisen?
creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found? While we're here.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all. Hope to see you again.
Well, this...
The month I spent with Lord Phaesus was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of...
There are worse things than...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
So, we meet again.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
But not at the expense of
Spend all day here.
I've seen better days in my wares. Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of pleasure doing business.
I've lament this calling I've chosen. Ill behavior will
A customer, then. That changes things.
With Brocker's teachings under my belt, so ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business.
Look around if you want, but be sure to buy all.
What business have you here?
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you always
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from...
Pray calm yourselves, good...
Sir Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can Ah, Sir Arisen, with the world in such disarray, thus did I return. I maintain order as but enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? After all, alas, the people of Batal are far from you. Should we proceed, unheed with every soul at their wits as such, before we take any measures? And should you encounter any discord, Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation. As for me, my work...
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master.
You've pushed your...
I'll not take that from...
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Stop this nonsense, the pair of you.
I'm none too proud to scalp her.
Seems my luck's run out.
You'll never live it down! Haven't you had enough yet?
Pray be at ease, sir. Life in this country can be hard to bear.
Well, I'll be.
How might I be of service today? Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Ah! You're just...
You slander my honor! This is no business of your...
Now, if we are to do otherwise, who's...
Aye, true enough. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch this? Nay, he said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound...
'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you...
You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
This is beyond... Try you!
Stay back! To get caught in the fray.
Plan to roll over and die, then?
Don't suppose you know of any...
Don't show them!
I can't make sense of this.
Aye, I admit it.
Nay, 'twas I who
We owe you a debt were it not for your...
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it...
Why must I share with a fangless one?
You there! You couldn't have come at a... Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you...
Aye, clear off. Pretty words. I'll not take that from you.
You'll get what's coming to you.
What business have you here?
Now, you said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some?
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we are none of us so different.
Outstanding.
I've had well enough of your nip.
I reckon the world would be better off with that.
Oi, you!
Aye, leave off or we'll...
I'll not stand for it.
Stronger than I'll ever be.
You dare.
Plan to roll over and... Caution and cowardice, or a hair's breadth apart.
Trust in yourself as I trust in you.
Oh, not so.
Don't get what's coming to you.
Draw upon your inner strength.
Falter not. Victory is ours.
Boy, this one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch.
Ah, I can't stomach more quarreling after this.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were on.
What ought I to do?
The citizenry speak highly of you. The people of Batal are beginning to... We shall see the fruits of your prey. Return. Heavens only know how many...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
By your leave.
The clouds have already... I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
But not at the expense of my judicious sluggards.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications.
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We would... One of our ministers informs us that you have our gratitude. We would present you with this gift. Yet ere we part ways, though we have implored the man to join the event, we thought that he might be more Would you be willing to Of course, you are free to decline.
Pray excuse the interruption.
Indeed. Forgive us.
Back Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
That was certainly worthwhile.
What do you think you're doing here?
Give me a moment to think.
I can't hear you.
Not much has changed. I've got to focus. Given me nature.
I'll take any chance. Hurt to my feet.
We must rest.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
We'll manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. And wherever the sky falls, or so I had assumed. After yet aught here appears to be... I must examine that creature.
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way. Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
You have my protection!
Keep the enemy occupied and I'll make short work of them.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Your weapon a magical boon.
principles unproven are as dust on the
Lost. I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Why do you falter? Come this way. Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. Alas, a theory unproven. Few know the real nature of the dragon.
There are too many of them. Better we cut down only those we must to proceed.
The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Only observers can perceive.
Well done. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
This is a tight spot.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing.
What a singular creature. I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your... But I trust you won't object if I take a sample. After all, your role is to say, though this land has seemingly been spared, it's the oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such... I only hope that this sanctuary of your... The world is in an unfathomable state. I am in... commendable.
To think, that vase was in truth a dragon. 'Twas clever of you to realize its true nature, Master. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Many thanks. I appreciate it.
Noon with Angor. Finan Tai.
A customer then. That changes things. Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it. You're welcome.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day. Welcome. Well met.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy more.
Time to get to it. I've got to focus. Shift on each.
Interested in my wares?
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I'll do what I can here. And why not? Rather have aught to do than stand round twiddling my thumbs. Don't suppose you know of any gainful opportunities?
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again here.
I'm not taking any pest.
Interested in my wares? I sleep on my
Off.
word.
We forget
I feel a curious kinship with you. If anyone can see us.
Well met.
Take a better mind than mine.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Since times of eld, dragon. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Hope to see you again.
Since time. Remember. Draconic. Then I bid ye farewell. Since times remember. Draconic blood flows through the vein. Scenes of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and then I bid ye farewell.
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
'Tis as you say.
How's life treating you?
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
This arm is
I've
far
got
too
to
comfortable.
focus. My shift's only just begun.
Look as long as you please.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Got to procure materials and polish our tools.
With Brocker's teeth, so ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
That changes things.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Do with the rest. I've been on my feet all
Peaceful
day.
as ever. My services don't come cheap. Mind. You're welcome.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
Rest assured, Master. You'll hear nary an idle word from me.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I hope my magic served you well.
'Twill be an honor to serve.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Ah, I remember you. 'Tis a miracle you're still alive. Oh? You believe we ought to have a father, I dare say, then anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, but I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort the smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. Well, suffice to say, she'd have naught to do with us, given that I can only hope that she will be. And while you're taking care of that...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the... Evacuation.
I quite agree.
We need not concern ourselves with strategy. Whatever we do, our victory is assured.
grant you roaring flame. What's that?
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
All is well. I feel so it is.
It is not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly. Presence. All together now. We attack as one.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Tis easily done.
That attack looks devastating. We ought to keep our distance whenever it is unleashed.
No quarrel.
fearsome foe, but it cannot be invincible. Look to the red clouds. I suspect they are the last. On my way!
Creature is defeated! Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
That was superb, Arisen!
You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. The red clouds are suffused with ill intent. Might they not be someone's will made manifest?
There must be a way to force them to recede. There must.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Rattlers are upon us.
Holy power will do little to harm this foe.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
Arisen! Are you all right? Was excellent! I could have done no better.
Glad to be of service.
Well served.
You distract our foe, Arisen. I'll see them routed.
A wise strategy.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
I shall come at once, Arisen. My mind feels clearer than ever this day.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I want to fight on!
Do not give up hope. Help will come.
Saved again! I'll redeem myself.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well now, whatever brings you here. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kind...
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safe. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned... After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us...
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
A resounding success.
Now we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Ser Ernesto? Let him know that we'll wait.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter. It concerns the fellow I was just... The man's something of a... I sought him out to I must confess. Could I prevent this point? He thinks anything...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course ye'd make a decent Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you...
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
You have my support.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have yet, come what may. I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
You have my support.